In this video, we are going to learn line 56, 4-part big star on the flute, and focus on line C. So we're going to start at the very beginning, and as I walk you through a line, I will go ahead and play it, and then we'll put it all together. So we always start with our treble clef at the beginning. Then we have our key signature. We have two flats. The first one on the third line is a B flat, tells you all B's are flat. The second one on the fourth space tells you that all E's are flat. It also tells you that you're in the key of B flat. Then we have our time signature. We're in 4/4 time. The top number tells you how many beats are in each measure. The bottom number is the value of the whole note. And we use that to figure out the value of all the other notes. So if we had a whole note, it would get 4 beats. And half of a whole is a half. Half of 4 is 2. So we know that the half notes get 2 beats. Then half of a half is a quarter, and half of 2 is 1. So now we know that the quarters get 1 beat. Then half of a quarter is an eighth. Half of 1 is half. It's not 0, it's not 1. That can be confusing sometimes. And each of these eighth notes, they're beamed together in a pair, but individually they get half of a beat. It takes 2 of them to take up a single beat like a quarter note. So now for line C, this is not the melody, but it's a harmony part. And we start with 2 D's. So we've got thumb, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We have 2 D's, and then for the 2 F's that follow, we put down this first finger, put down the pinky, lift these 2 fingers, and play the 2 F's. Then for the E flats that follow, we put down these 2 fingers and lift the index. Then we have a half note D, we just lift this pinky. For the third measure, we go to a C. We switch out everything, so it's just the index and the pinky on the foot joint. And then we go from C to D on the eighth notes, switch everything back out, stay on the D's for the quarter notes that follow. Then in the last measure, we add the pinky for the E flat, C, and then switch it all out for the D. So this first C line will sound like this. 1, 2, ready. And that's that first line C. So now we're going to scroll down and check out the second line C. It's exactly the same as the first. Same note, same rhythm, same everything. So we're going to move on to the next page and the third line C. This is different. So we start with 2 quarter note D's. Again, thumb, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Add the pinky for the 2 E flats, and then we have 4 eighth notes that are all beamed together. So we start with the D, switch it all out for C, back to the D, add the pinky for E flat, end up on a half note C. Then the next measure is just like the first. We have 2 D's, 2 E flats, then in the next measure we go to D, up to an F, down to a C. So this third C line will sound like this. 1, 2, ready. And it's important to give those longer notes, like the half notes, their full value so you don't get off tempo. Finally, the fourth C line, not C lion, but C line, is just like the first 2. So I'm going to move that up a little bit. And I'm not going to go over that because I already have. So what we are going to do now, because I am not fancy and I lack the technology skills to scroll around while I'm playing, so what I'm going to do is play this line twice, come back up here and play this line once, and then back down to this line. So when I'm doing that, I'll have my metronome going at 92 beats per minute. And I've talked about form in the previous two videos. I'm going to talk about it here. Maybe it'll be a little less confusing because we're focusing on the C line. But when we talk about form, when we play a section, whatever that first idea is, we call that the A section. And so because we play this line and we have that same idea twice, it's A, A. Then when we get to this one and it's different, we call it B. And then we come down here, it's just like the beginning, we call it A again. So our form is A, A, B, A. But we are playing line C. So I'm going to go ahead and start with my metronome. It's a little faster than what I demonstrated with, but I hope that you're able to play along, keep up, and if not, that's okay. You stop and practice, and then come back and try it again with me. Here we go. This is line C. Let me shift this so you can see those eighth notes on the bottom. Here we go. And 1, 2, ready. And that's it for the C line of line 56 4-part Big Star. I hope this was helpful, and we'll see you next time.